And in many ways, Forgotten Children Worldwide began with a piece of cardboard about this size. Really, back in the 1990s, I went to Romania and I saw a child living on a piece of cardboard. And that kind of wrecks you when you realize this is their home, this is their life, this is their bedroom, this is their everything. After that, we adopted a child in '96 from China. 1999, we went to Russia, and that's where things really started to gel. We adopted a 5-year-old girl from an orphan home in Russia, and we saw the orphanages, and it just rips your heart out. These kids are living in a hospital for the first year of their life, and as you walk in the hospital, you notice something really uncanny. No noise. Kids aren't crying. There's no noise whatsoever. A hospital that has got 100 children in it should be full of life and noise and crying babies. There was none of that. It was total silence. And it just ripped your heart. So I remember it was about 3:30 in the morning on 1999, the month of June. I woke up my wife in the middle of the night, about 3:30 in the morning actually, and I said, somebody's got to do something about this. And we started talking about what we could do, and we thought, well, the kids need clothing. So we began with a box of clothing. And our church started in a 9x16 basement. They let us have the space there to store the clothing, and we would send boxes. And just one box at a time. Got kind of expensive, about $90 a box. So we said, hey, we can do better. Let's send containers, 40-foot containers. So today we send 40-foot containers of clothing, about 20,000 pounds of clothing to a couple different places in India, and we send our cold climate clothing to Ukraine. And it's just kind of grown from there. We did pretty good there with clothing. We said, hey, what else could we do? I said, well, we could build orphan homes maybe. So we started constructing orphan homes, and that's kind of the second component of what we do. We build orphan homes that we'll hold around 8 to 12 children with a set of house parents, and we thought, hey, we're doing that pretty good. What do we do now? And we said, well, maybe we could sponsor children. So today, we started out with just a couple, but today we are sponsoring approaching 500 children, $25 a month, where just Joe Average can sponsor a child, and it makes all the difference in the world in their life. And then we said, well, we're doing that pretty well. God seems to be blessing. What do we do now? And really the focus of what we do revolves around self-sustainability, where we help indigenous pastors help those that they already love. They are doing a great job. They are passionate about helping their own people. So what Forgotten Children does, we come along underneath them and support them and help them to do what they already are passionate about, what they're already good at, but they probably lack the resources. So we come alongside of them and come up underneath them and support them by giving them resources that they can be self-sustainable. Forgotten Children Worldwide really revolves around 3 different components. The first is we safeguard children against the extreme poverty that is just desolating children all around the planet. Things like 1 in 5 children die from diarrhea. 1 in 5. That's not okay. Second, we safeguard children against child trafficking. 27 million people on this planet are trafficked. 9-year-old girls are being taken from all over the world, and they're forced into the sex trade. 10 to 15,000 children are coming across the border from Nepal into India every year. India is really considered a transit country. They're sending and receiving. They're receiving children from Nepal and Bangladesh primarily, and they're also sending them all over the world, a lot of them times to the Middle Eastern countries. Not okay. We are trying to safeguard these children from that happening. All along, this just weaves in everything we do. Our main purpose is to introduce the fatherless to the Heavenly Father. And we want them to know, the fatherless to know, that their Heavenly Father is crazy about them, that He loves them, and that there are others on this planet that are thinking about them, praying for them, and that dearly love them. Friends, this is a winnable war. We can do this, but it's going to happen when we link arms together, when we all say, I've had enough. We're not going to live with this anymore. This is not okay.